What's up, everyone? I made it back here. We're gonna be exploring out in the Withlacoochee Forest tonight, one of my favorite places to go skunk ape hunting, and I'm gonna take you along with me. But before we get started, I wanted to show you the last time I was here since the hurricanes. This was all underwater. I just wanted to show you guys. You see how dark this tree is? That's the line where the water was. I mean, that's 6.5 foot worth of water, at least maybe 7 foot up there. Because that, if I get next to this and raise my arm, it's about at my wrist. It's insane to think about that I'm standing somewhere that 3 months ago I would have been completely underwater over my head. But we're gonna walk around here tonight, see if we catch anything. We have picked up tree knocks in this area before. I've had some strange noises I can't explain, so we'll see what we get tonight. And it'll also just be interesting to walk through here because with the cold weather and it being underwater for so long, it's pretty cleared out as far as underbrush. So we're gonna walk around, see what we can capture. All right, my friends, let's get into this journey. Yeah, you can still see there's a ton of water left in here still, but that water was all the way up to where those palmettos are there. So this is insane. The water is level. I mean, holy hell. What was that? Like a tree knock? That was weird. And you can see the line right there on that tree. Yeah. It was deep as crap back in here. Oh, there's something. Oh, some kind of bird. I was like, something gray is just running through there, and then I realized it's some kind of bird going over there now. I know a bunch of you have probably been wondering where I've been. I do apologize, but for a Floridian, it has been freezing here for almost 2 weeks now. And the fact that I'm out here, it's 38 degrees right now, so the fact that I'm out here right now kind of tells you how cold it's been if I'm willing to come out in 38 degrees. And I know for most of you that's nothing, but for Florida people, it went, I think it was almost close to 83 hours by the time it was over, that it didn't get above 50 degrees. And I'm sure a lot of you saw the blizzard. That was only about 50 miles north of where I'm at, where they got snow. So we got like this Nova Scotia type fog and rain, and it was like 40 degrees and just raining, and oh, it was horrible. So I'm excited to be out here, so much so that I'm out here in weather that I'm freezing my butt off in. But we're gonna see if we catch anything, because I know that skunk apes definitely like cooler weather. With all that hair and stuff, they got to be a little more active. So we'll see what we catch. Yeah, there's that bird I was talking about. I might have to come back and use this log to get across, because it's looking like this amount of this water over here hasn't gone down yet. Alright, I got the red light on, so it might be a little bit dark. I'm gonna do some tree knocks and see if we get any responses. Sounded like somebody just shot. think I just heard something that way. It's oddly quiet out here tonight. Whoop! Whoop! Fuck, this always happens to me. Oh, I don't want to be stuck out here. I'm kind of a little bit screwed because that's the only road out of here. It's a forest road. And that's the only way out of here, and there's water all around me, so it's not like I can go anywhere. Hopefully they're not out here for very long. So this is about where I was when that guy came driving down here last night, and you can see there's water over here, so there was no way I was going that way. And if you look right about there, you can see a little bit of white. That's where the forest road comes down. That's the road. It's about a mile or so to get back here. That's the road that I use to get back here, and then usually I'm that way off into the woods. But I was planning on using that tree to get across. I don't know if that would have worked or not, but yeah, that dude showed up. So I had to turn all my lights off. I know you can't see me right now, but I do not understand how this always happens to me. Like, it is literally 12:30 at night. It's almost like they're looking for me. He was out with a flashlight. Now he's back out with the flashlight again. She would just leave. I really hope I'm not witnessing somebody dumping a body or something. I'm also feeling really vulnerable because if it's just a drunk redneck out here and he decides to start shooting his gun off, oh God, that could be bad. But it sounds kind of like he's dragging something. I want to walk and get closer to see what they're doing. But you saw the ground here. There's so many of those cypress knees everywhere. I'd probably just kill myself trying to get closer. And thankfully, other than a few of these here and here, which I did hit, but I was able to creep my way in pitch black up to behind this tree at first. So at first I was over here, kind of squat down, watching what was going on over there. Looks like they're setting a gigantic brush fire. Like they put something on the ground, then they covered it up and are setting a big brush fire. I mean, the amount of stuff he's laid on the ground, that's no normal little fire. That is absolutely weird. I want to get out of here, but I don't want to walk next to somebody that's starting a fire that big. That's not normal. And then I eventually did not know all this stuff was here and have no idea how I managed to miss all of this, but I somehow came through here and had worked my way up till I was right there behind that. was about 2 seconds away from just starting to walk that way to go around him, and then he shot that fucking gun. I don't know what to do now. I don't really want to get shot. I don't want to get eaten by anything out here. I can't see in the dark either. I had made my way from back there somehow through all that crap without killing myself or making a lot of noise to right here. And this is when we started seeing the fire a little bit more, but that's when the shots started happening. And I was back in here like this, hiding behind this tree like this, figuring a bullet's probably not going to go through a tree this thick. But this is like, I didn't know what else to do. I mean, I don't know where he was shooting. I just know I heard all those shots, and let's just say he was randomly just shooting anywhere. I could have got hit by a stray bullet. So this is where I was actually hunkered down, hiding behind this tree, in between these two, kind of peeking out like this to see what was going on. And I stayed here for, it probably ended up being close to an hour and a half before he finally left. And at that time, my camera had died, so such a scary situation. It's another case that you never know what the hell's gonna happen when you go out into the woods. Yeah, you can see here, this is where the fire was. And he was standing somewhere in here when he started popping rounds off. So, like I said, I don't know if he was shooting something in the water, if he was shooting this way, I have no idea. But I was behind those trees. So as you can imagine, that was one of the scariest situations of my life. I had no idea what was going on, where those bullets were going. And I just want to point out, I looked through the fire. It didn't look like there was anything that I could see that maybe, unless it was like papers or something like that he was trying to get rid of, but it wasn't like a body or anything, I don't think. And also the fire looked smaller than what I was describing because I didn't really point it out, but there were big, probably 10-inch, 12-inch size logs around this way that were in it that he, I guess when he decided to put it out, he kind of threw them in the river. So there is a point where you can see some of the bigger logs that were in there laying in the river, but I think he was just dragging stuff that had fallen down over and setting it on there and making this gigantic fire. I really don't know what to think of any of it, honestly. Probably just a dude out having a good night, didn't even know I was there. Either way, didn't think it was a great idea to just walk up on somebody like that, so I stayed where I was, waited for him to leave, and thankfully made it home safely. Gonna upload this video and gonna have much more videos coming out because, as you can see right here, Florida winter is finally back. We don't have any of that Nova Scotia winter anymore. That is Florida winter. So I will be out filming pretty much every day and getting videos out to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for smashing that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel or just haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe. As always, check out thejourneyisthedestination.shop for all your journey merch. And we'll see you on the next one, my friends. Much love.